Alongside Brent Hubbs, I'm Austin Price for the Volquest Stock Report, Tennessee Tech Edition, Brent. And, we go back to last week. Who was your stock up?
My stock up last week, I'm going to go with the tight ends. I think when you got 9 catches for 105 yards, I really like what Jacob Warren did vertically down the field. I like what Princeton Fant did. I had somebody ask me, were they involved because Hendon Hooker came in and he hits the check downs and he hits this and talking to those tight ends, that they felt like they were going to be a big part of the plan regardless of who the quarterback was. They liked the matchups they had there. I thought both those guys produced really well. I really liked the way that they added them to the offense, and be curious to see how they perform moving forward and how much they use them moving forward. I thought both those guys showed themselves very well.
Stock up for me this week. I'm going to go Mike Eckler's special teams unit. I mean, you look at, the punt down inside the 5, you look at the field goals that were made by Chase McGrath, and then it all started with the Christian Charles block punt. I mean, throw in some, coverage stuff, and I mean, they were, A++++, in my eyes last week. So, I'll go stock up on the old special teams. Stock down for me, the Joe Milton deep ball. I mean, you thought there was some promise. He threw a heck of a throw to Jalen Hyatt that went for naught. And then after that, it was just, 4 yards too far, 5 yards too far, 3 yards too far. Tennessee's got to get that fixed no matter who the quarterback is. Stock down for you.
Stock down for me is going to be the guys in front of the quarterback, and that's the offensive line. Obviously, they drew a lot of plays for the amount of yards they rushed for in week 1. But when you look at 2 games played, this offensive line has given up 8 sacks. Not all that's on them. I understand that. Sometimes the tight ends involved there. Quarterback held it too long. But as an offense, they've given up 8 sacks, and the offensive line has been penalized 10 times in 2 games. It's too many. That offensive line has got to clean it up and got to tighten some things up front. And so I think that this line can be better, and they've got to be better moving forward.
Stock stagnant for me. I'm going to go Hendon Hooker. Had the 2 turnovers. Obviously, that's got to be tightened up. But he came in off the bench cold, found a rhythm, kept them in the game, made some plays with his feet, worked in the tight ends and in the passing game. But as far as, is he going to be the guy going forward? I don't think anybody knows that for sure. So, I'll go stock stagnant on Hendon Hooker. Stock stagnant for you.
I'm going to stay in the same realm with you at the quarterback, and my stock stagnant with the quarterback is just a quarterback decision, because I don't think it matters who starts this week. I think they'll play both, multiple quarterbacks, if Joe Milton is healthy. But the question is going to be a week from now, who's the quarterback of record when Tennessee goes to Gainesville, Florida, and plays on the road? Is that going to be Joe Milton? Is that going to be Hendon Hooker? So I think the quarterback decision this week doesn't matter. I think it's stagnant regardless of who they start. Will be interesting to see what direction they go next week when it really gets real as Tennessee goes on the road for the first time and opens SEC play at Florida.
He is Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price, and this has been the Volquest Stock Report for Tennessee Tech Week.